No, I don't know how to join it. I'm not good at it. Oh. One of these days I'm going to learn how to work this without my daughter having to help me every 5 seconds. I had to have my daughter show me how to join because I didn't know how. It's funny. Oh, my camera's on. Okay, there we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I did not know how to join, so I had to have my daughter show me because I'm so lame.
Oh, no, you good. You good. You good.
I'm in my 30s and I don't know how to work TikTok.
You're good. You're good.
Thank you. Can barely work YouTube.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I'm excited for our episode today.
Yeah, it should be interesting.
I feel like it's very common. The thing that people are talking about, so.
Yeah.
We're actually on time. Look at us. I am never on time, so I am very proud of myself for actually being on time.
That's cool. How's your week been?
It's been great. Busy, working a lot. How's your week been?
Same. Busy and working a lot, but finally getting a day to relax.
Yes, finally for you. My next off day is Thursday, so I'm looking really forward to that.
Oh, okay. Welcome in, everybody. Can y'all hear me okay? You can hear me okay, right?
I hear you just fine. Can you hear me just fine?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Welcome, everyone.
What's up, Janet? Welcome in. What's up, Amy? Welcome in, everybody, to the second episode of Too Good For You podcast with Chanel and Quincy. How's everybody doing today? Thank you for the shares and the refresh. What's up, Huff?
Thank you for joining.
Thank y'all for all the gifts. Today we are going to be discussing what is probably a popular topic: relationships. 50-50.
50-50.
You want to start us off, or how you want to work this?
I guess I can start. So, I guess the question would be, how do I feel about going 50-50? I have never gone 50-50 before in a relationship. I've never even had a guy ask me to go 50-50. So now that I hear that people are actually doing it, because I didn't know it was a thing. I'm like, what?
So I guess the question would be: is this more financial, or what do you mean when you say 50-50?
From what I'm hearing, people are going 50-50 with finances.
Okay.
And I'm like, what?
So it's more of a financial aspect.
And also I hear with like household chores. Okay. And there's some people are going 50-50, but some are not. I think that's insane.
So how do you feel about that? What are your views? What are your thoughts on it? And then I'll share mine.
As far as finances, I've never gone 50-50, but I mean, that is just me and my experience from my relationships. The guy typically pays majority of the bills. I mean, I might pay like cable, food, things like that, but as far as like the rent and the major bills, the man is always like taking care of that. And as far as the household chores, it just depends. Like with my ex, whoever got home first from work. If you get home first, then you're starting dinner. If you cook, I'm washing dishes. Or it just depends on what's going on that week. If I'm like very busy, then maybe he's taking more of the load on because I'm busy that week. It just depends what's going on in our lives at that time.
Okay.
What about you?
It's not bad. Welcome in, everybody. First of all, I see y'all coming in. Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank y'all for blessing my co-host Chanel with the gifts and everything. So they are sending you some stuff.
Oh, I'm still learning how to work that. I never know when someone's sending a gift. How do you know?
You can read it in the chat and it'll tell you who they're sending what to.
One of these days I will learn how to work all of this.
So y'all, my co-host Chanel, she's very new to TikTok, the live side of TikTok.
I never go live. This is like my third time.
She goes live. I've only gotten her to do it twice. I'm trying to get her to do it a little more often, but
it's hard.
We gonna get her there. But
well,
today, this is our second episode of our podcast, and today we're discussing 50-50 in relationships.
Yes.
Financial aspect and just overall, I guess, household chores, stuff like that. Me personally, I don't see an issue with it. I mean, I've only been married once, but me and my wife, it was never a thing. And honestly, I don't know that we ever actually had sat down and discussed it. Like, we both had jobs, we both worked, so it was kind of a given that we were just gonna build together. And her thing was she was gonna always have a job, no matter what. Like, she wanted to work. She always said her mom raised her to be able to be self-sufficient and take care of herself in the event that she could not rely on somebody else to do it.
I feel that. I didn't get this degree for nothing. I'm working.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, it was never an issue with us. I mean, we pulled our finances together. We never had separate bank accounts or anything like that. Like, it was just all together. Like, I had a job, she had a job, and we built together. As far as household things, I like to cook.
You like cooking? I hate cooking. I'm the worst cook, by the way.
But you do the meal prep, though. I guess you got to do that for yourself.
But I'm not a good cook. I burn. What you guys don't see is I burn a lot of food. My daughter's here. She can attest to that, and so can my family members. I am an awful. She just looked this way. I'm an awful cook.
I mean, as long as you can follow a recepe, I think you'll be
I
all
can't.
right.
That's my problem. I start off following, and then I just put my little mix, and then I ruin it.
Wow. Welcome in, everybody. I see y'all coming in. Y'all are more than welcome to ask questions in the chat. We can both see the chat and everything. So if y'all
I have
want
to
to
scroll
comment,
through my chat because I have a bad habit of not looking at the chat.
yeah, make sure you look at the chat. Now, y'all have questions, y'all have comments, or anything that y'all want to interject at any time, just type it down there.
And someone said 80-20. I am here for that. But I will like to say, in my past relationships, the guy has made significantly amount more money than me. So,
yeah.
Now, if I were to date a guy that I made way more than him, I wouldn't expect him to be able to accommodate my lifestyle and be able to, pay majority of the bills. Okay. So I like to keep that in mind. But my ex made way more, so it's like a no-brainer. They were paying majority of the bills.
So I mean, so my wife, she made more than me. She was an engineer, so she made more than me, which was not an issue with either one of us. I mean, I still worked and everything, and I had my businesses that I would do. So we still worked together. Whatever we were trying to do, as far as whatever we wanted to do, we made it happen. Mm-hmm. So money was never an issue, which I'm glad it never came up as an issue again, because I know that can be in most relationships. So.
Absolutely. I've heard some men say that they don't feel like the man of the relationship if the woman makes more, and they feel like the woman is more controlling. I remember Gabrielle Union said that she cheated in her marriage because she made more money and she felt like she could. And I was like, whoa.
But some people feel like that, though. They feel... And so that's the thing with some relationships, like the person that makes the most money feels like they control it, they rule and stuff like that, and what they say goes. And I was never, even though she made more money than me, she never was like that with me, and I was never like that with her, even in other relationships. I've never been that way. I don't want to rule over anybody. That's just me, though.
I see. My mom commented, I guess I've been lucky. I have never had a relationship in my life that a man let me pay 50-50. I think that's where I get it from. My parents, they don't believe in 50-50. My dad is like, a woman's not paying any bills in this house. I'm paying everything. So I grew up seeing that. So I guess I just follow my parents. My parents are, I guess, what they call old school, but it's just never come up in a relationship that many guys I've dated. They're like, I'm paying this. There's no discussion.
It was never even, it was not something I grew up with. My dad worked. My mom, she ran an in-home daycare, but it was never where he asked her to pay bills or anything like that. So it was never something that was a requirement for me. Like, if she didn't want to work, I would have made it work. It just, we would have had to make our lifestyle work off of what I was able to do.
I see a comment. Be offended if I offered. Same. I had a guy that I dated, and he was offended when I went to buy something. He's like, "You think I can't afford to buy this something? I don't even. You want to pay for something?" I'm like, "Whoa!" I'm just saying, you've been buying all this stuff. Just want to buy something, and he really took offense to that.
No, I've never been that kind of guy. Like, if you want to buy something, by all means, okay.
The dog's like scratching, and I just took off running.
Thank y'all for the shares and the tabs. Welcome in, everybody.
Thank you all for joining.
We are discussing 50-50 in relationships, financial, and household, or any other aspect of the relationship. So if you got any comments, questions, feel free to...
Someone's asking me, what do I look for in a man? Who is that? What I look for in a man? Chanel, 55 years old, stable financially. I'm not really looking for a man right now. I get asked this question a lot. I'm just traveling the road, having fun. Right now, I'm enjoying the life of being the cool aunt that travels. I'm not really looking for a man.
Being the cool aunt that travels.
Just like to travel and have fun. I'm not really looking for a man, but sorry, Miguel. Hi. I'm not really looking for a relationship. I get asked that a lot, though.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I mean, I didn't grow up in a household where, my dad and my mom, discussed 50-50. It was he worked and he brought home the money. She took care of the bills, but I mean, she brought in some of her own money with the in-home daycare. So I mean, they made it work. So I don't think I really ever heard a lot about it until I grew up and actually got into a relationship, and that's when but even just in the later years, like about 50-50 and stuff like that.
This is new to me. I'm like, what? I don't think my dad would allow me to date a guy if he brought up 50-50. I know my dad. And I can just see his face. He's curious, like, wait, what? Yeah, absolutely no.
Recap. So we've just been discussing 50-50 in relationships, whether it be financial or things at the house. So far, I've said that I was in a marriage to where it was never really an issue as far as like who was going to pay the bills or anything like that. Like me and my wife, we just went into it with the understanding that we both worked, she worked, so we were just going to make it easier on each other, and we were just going to pay all the bills, and whatever money we had left over, we have fun with that, and we go travel and we do all this stuff.
I see my mom commenting, the way your dad would pay your bills in a man's face. Yes, I remember I dated this guy who made a comment about my bills, and my dad was like, she doesn't need you. I can pay all this. And I was like, Dad, don't say that.
Dang, Daddy don't play much.
But I will say, in a relationship in the past, when my ex did get laid off, I took over the majority of the bills while he was laid off. I'm not saying if something happens, I won't be there to financially help. I'll just leave them hanging. I don't believe in that. Things happen in relationships. Sometimes, you might make more. Sometimes he might make more. You just have to make it work. You're a team at the end of the day.
Okay. What about, like, in the house? Like, as far as, like, cleaning, cooking, and stuff like that?
I'm a horrible cook. So, majority of the time, I am not doing the cooking. And I lead with that. I am not a good cook. So if that's going to be an issue, date someone that can cook, because I am not your girl. I will clean, but if you cook, I'm cleaning. Obviously, a man's taking out the trash to do yard work. I can't imagine me trying to cut some grass. I don't even know how to work a lawnmower.
That was the one thing that bothered me, because I was cutting grass at home. My wife wanted to learn how to cut grass, and I was like, no.
I'm terrified. I think I'm going to mess something up or start a fire, so I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't know why it bothered me so much, but she was like, I want to do, like, I really want to do this. Like, I'm not trying to help. Like, this is what I want to do. And I'm like, I don't want you to do this, though. But
you're like, this is my job. I'm cutting the grass. I'm the man.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was like. I was like, this is supposed to be what I'm supposed to do, but I let her do it. But I watched her, and I don't know, she had so much fun doing it.
Oh, really? I do see women on TikTok cutting grass, and they enjoy it. They want their lines like a certain way, and I'm like, go you! It's too hot in Houston. There's no way I'm gonna get out there.
Yeah. But I mean, my mom's like that. Like she likes to work in the yard and cut grass and stuff like that. So I guess it just depends on the person.
Yes.
She would gladly bring out fresh lemonade while he does the yard.
Sounds like my mom.
And that's okay. That's okay. Do either of you believe in traditional roles?
No, please stop fighting me. Do we believe in traditional roles? Like, what do you mean by traditional? Because I feel like everyone's definition of traditional is different. Like, do you mean as far as like the woman staying home and taking care of home and taking care of the kids? Traditional like that, or?
Can you elaborate on that?
Can you elaborate a little bit more? Sorry.
I'm gonna assume that's what you mean, though.
Oh, I said in the beginning, I don't know if you caught, I got my degree, so I am not staying home. I did not work that hard to get that degree to be at home, so I am going to work. When I did have my daughter, I didn't work the first year she was born, but after that I returned, and I regret it. I was bored. I mean, I'm glad she didn't have to go to daycare or anything, but I was like, I need to get back to a social life and being an adult. Being at home.
When my son was born, my wife, she took off like 3 months and that thing. I think that was the worst 3 months of her life because she liked to work. She's always worked, and that drove her crazy. Like she was like, I have to get out of this house. And go back to work.
You're just sitting in the house, and you're like, I need to get out and see the sun and see another adult. This is tough. Like the highlight of my day was my husband coming home and telling me what happened at work. I'm like, what happened? I've been with the baby all day.
Yeah, no, that's what she was doing. Like, as soon as I got home, she was like just talking my hair. I was like, I need a minute just to.
Yes.
I need a minute, but I think she was like, she was gonna be trying to do that traditional role, which was not a big deal for me. Like, that kind of stuff's not a big deal for me. Like, if you want to work, then I mean that's fine. But like I say, I like to cook, so it's not a big deal for me. Like, I'll cook.
He's cooking and cleaning.
Okay, hey, that works for me. I cook, you clean. I don't think if you commented, Patty, I don't think it came through.
Okay. I know I buy food because I'm not cooking yet. If I could buy a steak and you cook it, I would be happy. But me cooking the steak,
Welcome with everybody. What are y'all? So y'all in the chat, what do y'all think? What are y'all's opinions on the 50-50 and how do y'all feel about that? But as far as traditional roles, I guess like the man going to work and the woman staying home, I fully believe it's up to.
I mean, daycare is so expensive now. I do see why a lot of moms choose to stay home. My friend told me she was paying $3,000 a month in daycare. I was like, what? $3,000? That's insane. You might as well stay home. Yeah. And they don't provide like the diapers, the wipes, the food, so it's just very, very expensive.
No, it's very expensive. So, and I mean that's why I think some people choose to do it. Just stay at home and be the stay-at-home mom, or even I guess a stay-at-home dad.
I get that because with daycares, I hear so many stories about it being unsafe. So I think as a baby, I'll be nervous to send my kid because they can't communicate yet, and I'm like, what's going on there? You know, even with the cameras, you still have those hidden areas, and I'm always worried like what's going on. I was fortunate; my daughter did not attend daycare until she was 3, but she was able to communicate, so I felt more comfortable. But just a newborn baby in daycare, I don't know. It'll probably freak me out.
No, I definitely get it. You said it was answered. Okay, so we did answer your question.
Oh, we didn't answer your question? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, she said it was answered. So yeah, I mean, like I said, as far as traditional roles, I think it's fully up to the couple and what they decide when they decide to get into a relationship and when they decide to actually get married. I think those are all conversations. Can y'all hear me okay?
I hear you just fine.
Okay. I think those are all conversations that should be had before y'all commit to marriage.
Oh, which one of us sounds low? Me or him? Someone said you sound low. Do I sound low?
I know that's what I was saying. Can y'all hear me?
A little low?
Which one of us? Oh, Q.
No, she said you sound low. Okay. I mean, I have a loud voice anyway, so that sound.
What about now? Am I louder?
Can you hear me now?
I'm trying not to be right up on the mic, but I guess I can be if I need to be.
Someone commented, this is on my YouTube, communication with money management and overall financial goals. Credit score should play a major part also. So do you all talk about your credit score when you're in a relationship before you get married? Is that like a thing? I absolutely discuss that, but...
You discuss the credit score?
I discuss everything. I'm like, do you have student loan debt? Like, what's going on? I want to know. Because if you're not financially stable, then why are you trying to get into a relationship? Go focus on that. You should not be dating if you're not financially stable.
Well, I get it.
I'm sorry. I think that goes both ways. If I'm not financially
definitely
stable,
something that should be discussed.
I'm not focused on a relationship. I'm focused on getting money. I can't even think about it, guys. I'm like, I got these bills. Like, I'm not worried about dating right now. Like, my mind is focused on that.
I said, I think 50-50 is fine. I think it takes two incomes to run a household. Depending on the type of job you have nowadays, yes, it probably does.
The economy is horrible. I mean, buying food at the grocery store is like paying for rent. Sometimes, especially with the kids being out for summer, it's so expensive.
Yeah. Am I better, y'all? Can y'all hear me better?
I feel like your voice is a little bit louder.
I feel like I'm a little loud now.
No, I feel like I can hear your voice louder. Like it's good on my. I hear you just fine.
Okay.
Hopefully, I can hear you.
You hear me? Okay.
I say yes.
Yeah. I mean, I think, like you say, the economy right now is in a very bad way. So,
very bad.
But I think it also depends on what kind of lifestyle you guys are trying to maintain. Also.
Absolutely. I honestly feel like, because I think a lot of people do this, girls and guys, they will look at someone prior to approaching them. And I feel like if you see that the girl that you're interested in travels a lot, eats out a lot, and you can't accommodate that, don't approach her. Because I feel like then you're already going to have problems in your relationship.
Right.
And it might be a little jealousy there, like, oh, well, she can just book a flight to Belize today and go travel, but I can't do that. And if you feel that way, then you shouldn't approach to date, be in a relationship, because then it's going to come up a conversation of, 50-50.
Yeah, and I mean, I think there's always going to be one person that probably gives more, even if you say 50-50, it's one person that's always going to give a little bit more. And
absolutely,
depending on the people in the relationship, one of them could feel some kind of way. When I got married, we didn't necessarily discuss credit scores, but I didn't find out how much she actually made until, I want to say, I'd already proposed and everything, but we met with a financial advisor for something we were doing, and the topic came up. He was like, well, how much do you make a year? And she said it out loud, and I was like, oh, crap.
Wait a minute, what? You're like, you make more than me?
Yeah, I mean, I knew her as an engineer. I knew she made a lot of money, which was, like I said, it was not a big deal because she worked hard. She went to college. She worked hard for that. So, I wasn't going to trip about that. But, yeah, it was funny because the way it happened, and he was like, how much are you making? She said it out loud, and I was like, oh, crap. So afterwards, she was like, is that okay? I was like, I mean, it's fine. I was like, I don't know why it never came up as far as, like, how much you made and stuff like that. I don't know. It was never something that came up. Like, it wasn't ever a big deal with us. Like, we always had each other's back. I don't think
a guy has ever asked me how much money I made. Like, I've always had access to their bank account, but I've always had a separate one. I've just always been that person. And I just remember my ex being like, why would we have a joint? Like, I make way more than you do. That doesn't make sense. And he just never asked how much I made. Like, to the face, he has no idea. And I've never had a guy ask me. And I don't know, it's never come up in conversation. Me, I ask because I'm nosy. So.
So how do you feel about, I guess, would you rather like a joint account?
Or no, I don't want a joint account.
You don't want joint accounts?
I don't think it's a guy's business to know how much I make.
Even if y'all are married, or is that just?
Oh, you never married. I'm divorced, but yeah, no, it's a separate account. Like I have access to his account, but my account is my account. No one I've ever dated knows my income. My mom just commented, no one I have ever dated knows my income. Me either. And I remember my ex made a comment one time about Googling what respiratory therapists make. And the number was so low. And I was like, you think I make that much? And I went with it. I was like, you're right. You know what? You're right. You only knew. You need to multiply that number.
Oh, man. Welcome in, everybody. Like I said, we are discussing 50-50 in relationships and just all things surrounding that. So if y'all have questions, comments, or anything, please put them in the chat. Appreciate the heart me's and all the gifts that y'all are sending over.
Thank you for the gifts.
Again, this is our second episode for Too Good For You podcast.
I got some questions on my YouTube. What about seeking a marriage counselor before marriage? I actually did see a marriage counselor before I got married. But during that, they didn't ask us questions about income. It focused more on, did we both agree on where to live? Did we both like wanting more kids? Things like that. But it wasn't about finances. And also talked about just what would be a deal breaker. Cheating, gambling, drug use. Like, it covered things like that.
Okay.
I do recommend seeing a pastor or counselor before marriage. Absolutely.
No, that's good. I mean, counseling is good before marriage. I mean, we saw a counselor. But I don't know. Now that I think about it, finances was one thing that just never came up. It never really came up. Because I mean, we always clicked on that. So I mean, it was never a big deal for her to know how much I made and for me to know how much she made. And even when she got like different jobs and would get like promotions and stuff, like it never really came up. Like, it wasn't something where we had to sit down and, like, now I need to know how much you're making now, so this, that, and the other. Like, no, it's like, you got the money, all right, let's do it. But we always had joint bank accounts, so it's like I guess we just knew what was happening. But it was never a big deal with us. But, I mean, yeah, I've only been married once, and now I'm divorced. But as far as any other relationships, yeah, nobody ever knew how much I made or anything like that.
I would say 2 serious relationships, and yeah, it just never came up. I think the only time my ex might have questioned it was when he got laid off, and I was able to pay like all the bills for the month. And he was like, hold on. He was like, you paid all that? I was like, yeah. And I think in the back, he's like, what's this girl doing? He probably assumed I got money from my parents or something, but no, I actually paid it myself.
So during that period, was he like cooking and stuff at home, or what was he doing?
Yes, I mean, he majority cooked because I'm a horrible cook. I mean, my mom's on here.
You keep saying that.
I burn boiling water. I burned rice. Mind you, I was married to an Asian man, and I still can't cook rice.
So you had to invest in a rice cooker.
My family, even with the rice cooker, I don't follow instructions. I put too much water one time, and I walked away, and I came back. There was water all over the counter. The rice was mushy. I was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, well, I don't know what to say at that point there, because, the rice cooker should be pretty simple.
We know you didn't marry me for my cooking, okay? He was like, what are you doing? Have you ever made an Asian person mad? You messed up their rice. They eat rice with like everything 3 times a day. He's like, you're fired.
She said she learned to cook in my 40s.
Yeah, my mom learned to cook in my 40s. She was a horrible cook like me.
You gotta
I've had some I have memories of my mom's cooking, actually. She made grits one time, and they were so nasty. We took turns throwing up in the toilet, my brother and I. We were like, this is disgusting. But, I mean, she's an amazing cook now. Amazing. But growing up, she was... My dad cooked. I remember that. I remember my dad cooking.
My mom, she taught me how to cook at an early age. And she was like, I don't want you waiting on anybody
waiting on your wife to cook for you.
I don't want anybody waiting on you hand and foot to, cook your meals and stuff Absolutely. Like that. Like, if you know how to cook, then if she working and you know how to cook, like, cook the meal. Like, let her come home and eat and stuff like that. Come home and eat.
My thing is, okay, I used to always say to my ex, I'm like, you passed Whataburger, Popeyes, IHOP, you didn't stop, you're not hungry. Because you know I'm not cooking. So don't come in here like I'm hungry. I'm like, me too. What are you making? I guess we're just gonna look at each other hungry. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, even like I gotten laid off at one point, and she kind of had to, she handled it for about a month or so, and then, but I was at home cooking and stuff and taking care of the house and stuff like that, while I was still trying to find me a job and stuff.
So teamwork, I like that. Help each other out.
Yeah.
We should do a session, episode on you teaching me how to cook something, since I'm a horrible cook. I think that would be hilarious.
So, okay, sidetrack. What can you cook?
Spaghetti, Alfredo, chili.
Even though chili, you can't cook it, but you cook a spaghetti and Alfredo?
Hmm?
You say you cannot cook, but you cook
No,
spaghetti?
No. I can make spaghetti and Alfredo, but like, okay, in making the spaghetti, I might burn the first pot of noodles, and then the second pot, like, I have to make, because I have a tendency, if I'll start cooking, and then I get sidetracked. I'll walk off and start a little laundry. I'll start sweeping. I don't know. I start doing other stuff. And then I remember, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm cooking.
Okay, so you get sidetracked easily.
Burning the house down, or I don't know. I look at the recipe and I'll like smell it, and if I don't smell like a lot of seasoning, I start adding more. I'm just gonna put a little bit more in here. I start adding this. I start experimenting. I start throwing stuff in the pot.
Okay, yeah. I still might have my work cut out for me.
People get annoyed when they cook. Like both my parents, they get so frustrated with me when I cook. My mom's just like, oh, just let me do it. And my dad, he'll just tell me to get out of the way. Because I'm a horrible cook.
So, do you think that you would get married again?
Honestly, I never
would the 50-50 thing change if you did get married again?
No, nothing would change. Nothing would change. Absolutely not. I've never wanted to get married, and people never believe me. I never wanted to get married. Never saw myself having kids. I mean, there's my plan and there's God's plan. Get married again, I don't plan on it. I mean, never say never. You don't know what's going to happen. But honestly, that's not something I'm interested in, no. Would you get married again?
I say no. That's just how I feel today. But as of right now, no, I don't see it in the plans right now. Like, I'm comfortable with my lifestyle.
Would you have more kids?
Huh?
Would you have more kids?
I say no right now. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I want any more right now. Or I don't think I want any more. But that could change. Who knows? I say that because of, like I've mentioned, my son with autism, and that's just a lot to deal with already. If it happens with somebody, then it happens. I'm not going to fight or anything. Like, I won't be unhappy. I'll still be happy, but I'm not actively going out there looking to get more kids.
The other kid, it was definitely not playing. It was an accident.
Yeah, I'll call it that. I'll call it an accident. But yeah, I'm not trying to add any more kids right now. I got my son and my daughter, so I'm cool with that.
I'm one and done. Just about to start.
One and done?
I am one and done. Then I can't imagine starting over. And she's about to be in high school. There's no way. I'd lose my mind.
Yeah, and that would be the other thing, because my she's turning 10 next month, so that would mean me starting all the way over from scratch, and yeah.
I just can't imagine waking up to a newborn every hour. Like, no, thank you. The same with, like, okay, we're talking about 50-50, so when your kids were born, Were you the one staying up at night? Like, if your wife woke up with the baby, were you awake, or did you go sleep on the couch? Like, how did you guys figure that out?
So, like I say, when my son got here, she took time off of work. I didn't take any time. I think I took like maybe a week off, but I didn't take any time off of work because we didn't have necessarily maternity leave. I think I just had sick leave, and she didn't want me to use it all up because she still wanted to. She liked to travel, so she still wanted me. She was like, "No, you need to keep some of that time because we going to go on some cruises and stuff like that." I was like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm good." So during that time that she was off, she was kind of the one, staying up with him or getting up in the middle of the night with him and stuff like that. When I got home, I would take him and, I would do all the things, I wanted to do with him and, help change diapers and fix bottles and stuff like that.
Change diapers, and a lot of men don't. Look at you. Yay. Okay.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm very hands-on. Like I say, that kind of stuff is not, I don't know. I don't understand why some people.
I know some people don't change diapers. I'm like, why? Like, what?
I didn't enjoy changing diapers. Don't get me wrong.
I just heard I think it was the game. He said he doesn't change diapers either. And Nelly, I'm like, what do you mean you don't change diapers? They're your kids. Like, what if you're alone and you're on duty watching your kid? You just let them stay in a pee diaper? Like, what is going on? Like,
yeah. But I think for like those 3 months, she was the one getting up with him and in the middle of the night and stuff like that. When she went back to work, she was like, "All right, just gonna have to change. Like, you gonna have to get up." I was like, "Oh crap, okay." So I think I remember the first few times I had to get up, she kind of just like Roman is crying. I was like, "Oh, okay." So it's your turn. I was like, "Oh,
so that was a big adjustment because you used to
we started this already." So, once she went back to work, then I had to get him. And I mean, that's my son, that's my kid. So I mean, I don't see the big deal.
We love a good hands-on dad.
Yeah, I didn't see the big deal. So yeah, I got it with him, and we worked it like that. When my daughter got here, so I don't think a lot of people know this, but my daughter is adopted.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, it's not something that I tell everybody because I don't necessarily. She doesn't know. But she's not on TikTok.
Should we say? Oh, okay. I'm like, oh my goodness. Should we say this so she doesn't know? Okay.
She's not gonna see it. 10.
She doesn't use social media.
I don't know. No, not like this. No.
Okay, I'm gonna say. I mean, I don't want this to come out.
But
okay.
Even if she does, she don't know how to find me. So.
Okay. You'd be surprised. Like you go to it'll say like suggested followers or whatever. Suggest people that you can follow that's in your contacts. I think my daughter follows me on TikTok, but yeah.
No, she doesn't have a TikTok.
She doesn't have a TikTok. Okay.
No, but like when she got here, neither one of us took time off, so we both had to just kind of jump in and do what we needed to do for her. So that was like a last minute type of thing. Like we went and got her, brought her home, and like we both had to do our part for it, and. That one was a little weird because she, when I had to change her diapers and stuff, and my wife was like, "Yeah, you got to go change her diapers and stuff." I was like, "Well, maybe you should do that because."
I'm a guy. She's a girl. I don't change her diaper.
Yeah, that's what I was like. And she was like, "No, that's not even gonna work." Like,
so maybe that's what guys, for some men, maybe they don't want to change the diaper because it's a girl.
It was a little uneasy. I mean, I still did it. But yeah, it was a little uneasy, but and maybe just because I wasn't 100% sure, I was like, well, I just want to make sure, that she's cleaned up and everything. She's like, yeah, just go in there and just do what you got to do.
Just clean her.
Yeah, she's like, just clean her. Like, what's the big deal? I was like, I was just trying to make sure. It was a little uneasy the first few times, but I mean, after that.
Am I doing this right? Is this diaper on right? Like wiping right, front to back to front?
Yeah. That was pretty much it. So yeah. But I mean, yeah, as far as 50-50 in that aspect, I mean, yeah, that was whatever I needed to do. That's what I got to do.
I love that. I was lucky when I had my daughter. I would say, oh my goodness, the first week, I didn't change a diaper. I didn't go to her first doctor's appointment. I was in bed asleep. I just remember him getting up and like, she's crying. I'm like, all right, figure it out.
Oh man.
It wasn't until he went back to work like 2 weeks in, and I was like, okay. All right, I'll feed her and get up and stuff. But I was like, I'm not doing it. I just gave birth. I'm not doing anything. I'm like, you figure it out. I'm going to bed. I was in so much pain after giving birth. And the medication they gave me would knock me out. I remember one time, it was daytime. I woke up, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. It knocked me out for like 9 hours. I was going to the side. I had to like wean myself off the medication. So it just knocks me out. And I didn't hear her cry or anything. It's scary as a first time mom. You're like, I'm in such a deep sleep. I don't even hear the baby crying.
Yeah, no, I get that. And she had a C-section with our son, so I mean, she couldn't move around and do a whole lot. So I mean, I had to kind of do, I had to do, I guess, a little bit more because she couldn't move around. And I didn't want her to either. So
no, you don't want to hurt herself and then back in the hospital, open up those stitches or anything.
Yeah, no, I didn't want that. But yeah, I mean, we never had it. Never was an issue, or I'm doing all this and you're not doing anything or anything like that. It was just like, hey, this is what we got to do.
Now that you're divorced, is it the same? Are you still doing 50-50?
Yes. So we have a schedule. So we've been separated for a good 5 years, divorced for like 3, but we alternate weeks basically. So I actually just dropped them off today. Around noon today, I take them back on Sundays, and she'll have them all week until next Sunday, and then she'll bring them over here and drop them off. But yeah, that's 50-50 also. So whoever has them that week, so like she has them this week, and whatever they need as far as like doctor's appointments, any special services, any extracurricular activities, that's on her to get them there and take care of it. And vice versa. So if it was my week and they had like they do speech, they do my daughter was doing dance, and then they do like gymnastics. So whoever has them that week, it's on them to get them there. And make sure that they get to all their appointments and stuff like that. If in the event that she's like, hey, I got a meeting or something, or I can't get them to the doctor's appointment, can you do it? I'm like, yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal. Yeah, I'll take her. Like,
that's great.
Not a big deal. I mean, the daycare that we take them to is central, and the bus picks them up from there. So
that's nice.
It's never can you drop the kids off or anything like that. It's just you got them this week. It's all on you. But like I say, we still have each other out. So like last week, 2 weeks ago, she had to go out for work, wherever she which I never asked. I'm like, I got to go out of town. Can you watch the kids?
You're just like, okay.
All right. Because I know she's going to pick it up on the back end also. So for the following week, she'll do the same. Whatever days I took, she's going to give them right back to me. So,
or if you want to go out of town, same.
Yeah, or even if I'm not going anywhere, she's like, well, you watch them, so I'm just going to keep them a few extras to make that. So
guys, make it work. I like that.
We make it work. I mean, even though you're not together anymore, but we still do 50-50 in that, as far as that. And as far as like paying for doctor's bills and stuff like that, like it's still equal and stuff like that.
That's good.
Yeah.
My parents are more of like my co-parent. But I already know this. My mom is her only grandchild. And then for my dad, he has other grandchildren, but they live in Dallas. So my daughter's here, so she's become his favorite, only because, she's here in Houston, and they just take over. It's like she's not even my kid. But she likes my parents more than me, so she prefers to be with them over the with me. And as far as, like, school and, like, sports, they help me out with that as well, because they live close to me, so it's just very convenient. But, yeah. That's their kid. My parents took over. Crazy because I feel like when I got married, because I got married very young. I got married at 19. I had her right before 2021. Got pregnant a couple months later. And they were very upset when I got married. Because I eloped. I eloped. I didn't tell my parents I was getting married. I eloped. He proposed in front of everyone, in front of my family and his family. But I eloped and got married. And people did not find out I was married until after I got pregnant. Because people were like, when are you going to get married? And then they're like, wait a minute. According to the public records, you're already married.
Oh, dang, somebody wouldn't have looked you on the public records.
I don't like telling everything about our relationship. I keep some things private. So that was one of those things I just didn't tell.
Oh, your mama said she went online.
You're nosy. Why would you go online and find out that I'm married? Like,
but you know, I know people that do that though.
What made you go online anyways to see that I was married? I think my mom just sensed it. I think my mom's like, she's married already.
I know people that do that now. If people are engaged and they're taking too long to get married or a wedding, they start going on the public record. They like, nah, they probably married already. And
a lot of people, because when I got pregnant, they're like, well, when are you getting married? And I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, she said she already knew.
My mom already knew. My mom told me I was pregnant before I knew I was pregnant. She looked and she's like, you're pregnant. My mom she just had this spidey sense. She just knows everything. So, yeah. Who knows me? You know, I'll probably elope again and not tell anyone. I just do crazy things.
Yeah, that mom. She said she gonna elope again, so just
I'm like,
keep
surprise!
checking
I got married. If I get married, you know, probably do a business deal, though, knowing me. I'm like, oh.
So you didn't want the wedding and stuff like that?
No, I've never wanted to have a wedding. I'm not into that kind of stuff. I don't want to spend $20,000 on a wedding. Like, let's put that on the house. Let's go travel. But to have a wedding, I'm not big on that. That's never been like my thing. I don't like posting my relationships either, and that's always been an issue in every relationship I've ever been in. I don't like posting them, and they take offense. Like, are you hiding me? I'm like, no, I'm not hiding you. I just don't want people in my personal life, because if you break up, people ask questions. They're like, oh, you deleted their photos. Are you guys together? Did you break up? You know, so I just like keep it things, marriage, relationship, everything private.
Yeah, I mean, people they're gonna be nosy no matter what.
People very nosy.
Welcome in, everybody. We are talking about 50-50 in relationships. We just kind of transitioned over to just marriage and different things as far as 50-50 in the relationships. But please feel free to ask questions, comment in the chat. We appreciate y'all for showing up.
So I have another question for you, actually, since you are raising a daughter. So say your daughter, you know, she's older, she's an adult, and she gets into a relationship with a guy, and he makes more than her, like a significant amount, but he wants her to go 50-50. What would be your advice to her?
I don't know. I feel like it's a hard one. I feel like that's a hard one to answer only because I guess of the relationships that I've been in and how I was raised. But I think I would just want to know if she's comfortable. I mean, if that's what you want to do, then I mean, that's what you can do. But I mean,
let's say he wants to live in a nicer area, right? He went to deep thought. He really did. He's like, wait, not my daughter. When it comes to my daughter, it's totally different. So let's say that the guy wants to live in an expensive neighborhood, and you know, she is living paycheck to paycheck, trying to accommodate and keep up with this 50-50. But he makes more, so you know he's still able to save his money and do things that he wants to do. What would be your advice to her?
I would probably be like, stay away from that.
I understand that.
Stay away from that. I mean, if he makes that much more than her and he's still making her work that hard,
that's crazy.
I'm like, yeah, I would probably be like, yeah, don't do that. But I mean, if she stays on her current track, which I can't tell her nothing, she might end up doing it anyway. But that would be my advice.
Sorry, guys. We're hard-headed.
You know, I am slowly starting to find out what raising a girl is like.
My dad tells me relationship advice all the time if I want to hear it or not, and he's usually always right, which I will never admit this again. But do I listen now? My dad told me last year in a relationship with a guy, he's like, he's jealous of you. And I was like, what? He's like, no. He's like, yeah, he's jealous of you. He doesn't like you. And then I remember I asked the guy that I was dating, I said, have you ever cheated in a past relationship? And he said, yes. So my dad said, so you're basically telling him you're okay with being cheated on. And I'm like, I didn't say that. And my dad's like, as a man, if I tell a girl that I've cheated in my past relationships and she says okay, in my head I think, oh, she's okay with me cheating because I already told her my past and she's okay with it. And I was like, Dad, what? And my dad
I feel like
I just tell you how to think.
Yeah, we need your dad on one of these podcasts.
You know, my dad, I asked the guy that I was dating, he was like, well, I kind of get your dad's point. And I was like, what? That's always right. So is my mom. My mom is like psychic or something. She's always right as well.
They're just trying to keep you from going down the wrong path.
I don't listen. I'm hard-headed. I have to
Like,
find out.
I don't want to go down the wrong path.
On my own, you know? It's like you're wrong. I'm gonna prove you wrong, and then they're right. And I'm like, darn.
So what do y'all think in the chat? What would be y'all's advice to the same question that Shadell asked?
Another question I have for you, because you have a son as well. So, what if your son got into a relationship with a girl and she did not want to do 50-50? Like, say she wanted him to do majority of the household chores, and she also wanted him to pay like 80% of the bills. What would your advice be to him? Because he's a boy. He's not your baby girl. He's your son. So, how do you feel about that?
I would probably also tell him to be careful with that, because I would want him to feel comfortable in a relationship too. I wouldn't want him to just be giving the person that's giving everything, and she just kind of low key, just kind of benefiting from it, but not necessarily doing anything at all. We'll probably tell him to be very careful with that. But again, if that's what he chose to really go and do, then, that's up to you. But, just be mindful, what you're getting yourself into, and make sure that, make sure that you're getting some out of the relationship also.
Absolutely. I understand that. Same. Hopefully our kids listen to us, but I highly doubt it. At the end of the day, you can raise your kids and teach them right from wrong and teach them things about relationships, but they're gonna do what they want to do.
Yeah, everybody's gonna do what they want to do. Yeah.
I'm living proof.
Not really much you can do about that, but I mean, I think we all do it though. I've all probably gotten advice and still just kind of like, no, I'm gonna do what I want to do because I'm in love and I can't live without him or her. So
I just become, I feel like, infatuated with like the fun we have together as far as like traveling or the way that they look. And then once I get out of the relationship, I take a step back and look, and I'm like, that was a horrible relationship. We had fun together because we traveled together, or we had fun together because I'm a fun person. Like, it was not a good relationship.
So what has been your advice to your daughter?
Well, she's not dating. She's only 14. But she thinks I'm mean. And I'm not mean. But a lot of times she tells me stuff, and I'm like, give me the main idea. And in the end, I'm like, they don't like you. They're not your friend.
So you're like your dad almost.
I'm straightforward. I'm like, they don't like you. They never liked you. Okay. I'm like, they're not your friend. I don't know why you're talking to this person. Or she wants me to meet some people. I'm like, I don't want to meet them. She gets mad. Or my friend says hi. I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to talk to your friends. I feel like I'm going to be that mom that does not care to meet whoever she's dating. Unless you're about to get married or something, I don't need to meet them. Someone said, I've been in both situations. I don't get into their businesses. Daughter is 40 and oldest is 43. So you don't get in your children's relationships. That's nice. So, my parents would give their 2 cents if I asked or not. So, I was to say, Quincy, what was the question? C question. Oh. Wait, it ended by accident. It ended, and I don't know why. Well, we're going to ask another question, and it ended. I'm going to try to get him back on. I wonder why his ended on his end. I'm trying to get him back. Oh, wait.
I don't know. My computer shut off.
Oh, your computer shut off because I was like, what happened? Like, you just disappeared. And I was like, what happened? Okay.
My computer just shut off on me.
His computer shut off, everyone.
I think I hit something.
Okay, I was like, he just disappeared out of nowhere. Oh, what happened? His computer shut off. Sorry, guys. We're back on live. I forgot what I asked you last. It just disappeared.
I don't know. It just turned off and everything just came back on.
And some of my friends said they left TikTok and went to YouTube. Well, sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Oh, someone said, "Did you see the message?" No, we didn't see the message. I didn't. Did you see the message?
I think she has that directed at somebody. Hold on. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I don't know. It just cut off on me. And now it just started back on. So
sorry. We're back. Still here talking about 50-50 and relationships. Well, hopefully my daughter does not date a guy that wants to do 50-50 and he makes a significant amount more than she does. That would drive me crazy.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. People are saying hi. Sorry, welcome back.
Welcome back, y'all. I apologize. I don't know what happened. My computer cut off on me, and then it just turned back on. So
you can have technology until it doesn't work.
You want me to be great today. It was going so well.
It was going great. I'm enjoying the podcast.
What's up, Ty? How you doing? Welcome in. It was going so well, and it just cut me off. Somebody didn't want me to say something, I guess.
It's too deep. It cut off. Does anyone else have any questions? I feel like we're on a good streak, and then just boom.
I know, right? Just like, dang. Well, that's all right. I'll make sure next time it'll be better.
Sam. I still don't have my microphone working the way. Yeah, it's not working right. But I'm not a tech-savvy person. Like, I can work a ventilator if someone's on life support, but I can't do, like, small things like this.
Happy that you can.
I had a doctor one time tell me, he's like, Chanel, I've actually used the most simple thing. You can't do it, but in an emergency, you do just fine. I'm like, I don't know.
I mean, some people operate better under pressure, though.
My mom said, should 50-50 extend to vacations? Woo. Okay, I will tell you what I used to do in my past relationships when we traveled. He paid for flight and hotel, and I would pay for like excursions, and that's how we made it work. If he let me pay for excursions, sometimes he just paid everything. Because, like, you know, you book something, I don't ask if you want to add things, so he would just pay for everything.
I mean, yeah, I think. I don't think I've ever seen an issue with it. It's never come up. I guess I've just never been that guy that has to pay for everything. Like, I mean, if I need to, I can. It's not a big deal. But if, the person I'm with decides, hey, I want to help, or, let me help a little bit, or, help, to the means of an end, we're trying to do something. I mean, if that's what we agree to do, then it's okay. Like I said, I'm not going to fight you on it. I'm not going to be like, no, you can't do anything. I'm the man, like all that kind of stuff. Like, I won't be the man regardless.
A lot of men feel that way once you buy something. Like, wait, what? Wait, hold on. Like, I'm still the man. Don't be buying me stuff. But I do feel like... Oh, I'm sorry.
Buy me a gift. I like gifts. I love to get a present. I ain't gonna lie to you. I will not be mad at you if you buy me something.
I do feel like, say my ex paid all the bills for the month and we are going on vacation, I'll buy the food while we're on vacation, things like that. Someone said, did you drop us? Yes, he lost connection with his computer.
Not on purpose, though, Chrissy. My computer, I think I must have kicked the plug. And the computer shut off. And so that's why I'm back now. I'm sorry. I didn't drop you on purpose, though, Chrissy. I wouldn't do that.
All love here. All love.
Yes, all love. But yeah, as far as 50-50 in vacations, yeah, I mean, that's cool too. But I mean, even like I say, it goes back to like the agreement I had with my wife, or the unspoken agreement. Whatever money was in the account, what we used to book the vacation, and we worked and saved for that. So, like, I grew up in a house where my parents as far as I knew, they had joint checking accounts.
Our lawyers will be calling. We got whiplash because we disconnected from the live.
I'd be crazy.
That's hilarious. Sorry, it won't happen again.
It won't happen again.
This conversation was getting great.
Need to add a joint account.
I have neither had a joint account. Me either.
Yeah, I know.
Always had access to their account. One of my exes, no, actually 2 exes. I would just keep their credit card to use.
Okay.
Here, this card's for you. You can just use this to make your purchases. But okay, so one thing my ex did at the beginning of our relationship that I did not like, he had it set to where if I spent more than $50, he would get an alert. So, Miss Petty Man went to the store and I made like 10 transactions over $50. So it's all go ding, 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 ding. They increased the limit to I think like 500 or 1,000 or something. But I'm like, don't monitor my spending. Like I don't like that. So like if you're gonna watch me, I'm gonna make sure it goes ding, 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 ding.
I don't know if I got married again, or I don't know if I would do the joint account again.
Do the joint account again?
I can't say right now, but I don't think I probably would. I don't know. It's gonna all depend on the person.
I guess I've been with men that use the dresser for their bank account. Oh yes, because entrepreneurs, they typically make cash. So the cash is
Yeah, I grew up with a lot of people that they did not believe in a lot of banks, and their dressers were.
Older people, they don't believe in banks. Don't put all your money in the bank account. You don't know what's gonna happen. My dad says, and that's like, oh, what if everything just crashes, and then what's gonna happen to your money? I'm like, Dad, don't say that.
My dad kept money all around the house.
Yes, my dad said growing up, that's what they used to do. They used to put money up around the house. So he's like, I don't put my money in the bank account. He's like, you're crazy, girl.
No, I mean, even when he passed, like, me and my sister were still finding money at his house. Like, I found some more money.
That's typical older Black people. They don't put their money all in the bank account, guys. They don't believe.
I still fully believe there's more money in that house that we just have not found.
You haven't found it yet. You have to keep looking. That's typical. That is very typical. My grandmother was the same way. You put all your money in there. I don't think you should do that. What if something happens? She would hide things under her mattress too, just like important documents. I'm like, what are you doing? Why is this here? Put that in the closet up at the top. No, you can't do that. I'm like, what? I don't know.
That's definitely how it was. Do you work today?
I do work today, unfortunately. What time is it? It's 5 o'clock. I have to be at work at 6:45.
Okay.
Hopefully have a good night. Check the boots, curtains, and behind photos. So that is a very common one, is to hide things behind photos. I've noticed that people do. You can look behind my photos. They're not there.
Because we done looked everywhere. We didn't figure that house out. So it might not
be. The house upside down. Where's that money? I know it's money hiding in here somewhere.
I feel like it feels somewhere under something, but I don't know yet.
I would look at every inch of that house to find. The way the economy is right now, I would find that money.
Yeah.
Open up the dresser, open the back of it. When it start coming back.
It's been at least 3.5 years, so we ain't found it by now. It's not there. But,
Mom, do you have money hidden somewhere? Let me take notes. Let me get a pen and paper. Where's the money?
I don't think she's gonna tell you.
Tell me. Have to fight my siblings for it. I'm fair. If my parents didn't leave money, I would divide it equally. So my mom, she's put LOL. So you do have a stash.
Yeah, I mean, she got some somewhere. She ain't gonna tell you.
Tell me where is that?
Just watch carefully the next time you go see her and just kind of watch.
Watch her every move in the house.
But she didn't look, I mean, she technically did tell you. It's like, check the
check out the
behind photos.
And check coat pockets. Okay.
That she was raised to have a stash.
Yeah, exactly. I've always been told that you keep a stash somewhere. You have to. So.
I mean,
I don't like the thought of hiding money in my house. I don't know. I think that's crazy. To each his own. I just think that's weird, and I don't see myself ever doing that.
Well, everybody, we did appreciate you all showing up for our second episode. Too Good For You podcast, 50-50 in relationships, and a few other topics that we touched on today. So, but I mean, I think it was a good one. We have not yet decided what the next topic will be, but it's going to be a good one, I'm sure.
If you have anything you think we should cover, comment so we can cover it. Oh, someone said I missed it. I will post clips from it. I'm sorry. I will post clips if you did miss the live.
Oh, yeah, we will get some clips posted. It'll be, I think we've done it at 4 p.m. the last Sunday at 4. So.
I am a workaholic and my time is limited. I sleep during the day, I work at night, so unfortunately, guys, it's at 4 p.m. It's kind of late. Bottom of the oven? Who put money? Wait a minute. Who's putting money at the bottom of the oven? I didn't even think of something like that. Mom, do you have money at the bottom of the oven?
I wouldn't have asked her. I would have just went over there and looked.
What's going on here? I mean, my mom bakes, so I don't know.
She's trying to throw you off.
She's trying to throw me off. She said no. I don't believe you. Let me come over. Let me dust the house really quick. Let me just go through there and see if you have a stash in there. I don't think she would. I think it'll be my dad. I think my dad will probably have some secret hiding spots.
Probably.
Well, guys, I'm gonna have to get ready for work, unfortunately. Hopefully it's a good night. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your night. Ghost and Power can't say the word. Ghost had money everywhere.
Definitely appreciate everybody for showing up for our second episode. Our third one will possibly be, I guess, next Sunday at the same time.
At the same time, yeah.
I mean, definitely if y'all have topics that y'all feel like y'all want us to discuss or questions on anything, yeah, please message either one of us. But yeah, I think it was good. What's up, Lala? How you doing?
Hi, Lala. I barely check my messages, so he's probably better.
We're going to get you better at reading the chat in this whole live.
I don't read chats. I see comments so late. I'll respond 3 weeks later. I'm like, oh, sorry. Hi.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. All about the TikTok live journey, but I think I'm gonna try to stream out on YouTube as well next time and see how that goes if I get a few more hits or comments and things like that. But
absolutely.
But do you have a good evening at work?
Thank you. I'll try. You have a good evening as well. Get some rest.
I will. I'm about to go to karaoke, I think, in a little while on here. But, yeah.
I will try to tune in. I always miss it, but I'll try to tune in.
I'll share it out to you. But, all right, y'all. We're about to get out of here. Definitely appreciate y'all for coming through. And until next Sunday.
See you next Sunday.
See y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. See you next week. I have to go to work before I'm late with this FIFA Cup traffic.